Yeah, yes, y'all. We are back live with another episode of the Klyph Notes podcast from Aloha Got Soul. Aloha Got Soul.
Yeah.
In Honolulu, Hawaii. I had to make the trip out here. Specifics. The only reason I came out here.
You lying? You lying already? He started off the podcast lying.
No, you good, bro. You good. Here with somebody who I've really actually just been a fan of for a long time, longer than I've actually been doing the podcast, which is crazy.
Whoa.
Peace 586.
Yeah.
What up, fam?
How you doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. How you?
I'm blessed.
That's what's up, bro.
I'm truly blessed.
That's what's up, bro. I love hearing that, man. A lot of times when I get a chance to sit down with people and do interviews, I start, let's start from the beginning, this, that, and the third. But I kind of want to start from now and move backwards a little bit, just because of the work that you've been doing recently.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to start talking about the most recent project that you released with Tunnel Rats.
Oh, okay.
That for me kind of came out of nowhere, bro. Like when I saw the announcement that y'all were about to release a project, was like, yo, that's dope. That's definitely dope. And listening through the project, there's some gems on there. We're gonna get into that a little bit, but the idea of releasing that project, was that something that you guys have been talking about for a minute? Like where did that come from?
Oh, from my angle, that was over 20 years in the making. It was over 20 years that we put out a record together.
Yeah.
So, are we good?
Yeah, we good. I just gotta triple check the sound, make sure that we straight, because I have done that before. We got the audio on the camp. No, I'm tripping. No, we straight, baby.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have always talked about coming together and making a record together, and it was always something happening that we started, it stopped.
Yeah.
And then finally, it all came together for me. Mm-hmm. Everybody has their own story in the crew because there's like 9 of us, right?
Right.
But for me, what happened was Dax's dad, Dave, he was a tunnel rat in the Army, which was a specialized unit that would fight in Vietnam underground. They would dig tunnels and fight the war underground.
Yeah.
So that's where we came up with the name Tunnel Rats.
Okay.
We are part of that lineage, right?
Yeah.
So he had passed away a few years back, but before he passed away, he made me promise him that I would get the crew together and do something.
Wow.
And I never forgot that promise, you know.
Yeah.
And he made me promise him.
Yeah.
Like he said, no, you need to tell me right now. You're gonna make this happen. So for me, it was more so like for Dave.
Yeah.
All right. So I started getting beats together with me and Daniel Steele, and we started sending them out to the crew.
Yeah.
And we started getting verses back, and then bit by bit, we started compiling songs.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, we got a record, you know, so let's polish it up and mix it and put it out.
Yeah.
And so without telling too many people, I kind of made that happen, and then I pressed the vinyl.
Yep.
And because I wanted to make sure we had it for history.
Yeah.
Because we never had a Tunnel Rat vinyl.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I did that for us to cement, for us to have for lifetime. Because when we're gone, the record's still gonna be here.
Absolutely.
Right? So
Absolutely.
that was my purpose to that.
So dope, bro. I remember when I saw the announcement that you guys were releasing it, a lot of the feedback response to the fact that you guys were getting ready to release an album was big, man. I think there are a lot of people out there that felt like I did, just didn't see it coming, and the fact that it was happening, we were all really excited for that.
Yeah.
As we're talking, I want to pull this up because I want to make sure that everything that I say is copacetic. I had to go to the bank. Yeah. So, like you said, you pressed it up on vinyl. Yep. Legacy is the name of the project, and it is sold out. So
actually, it's sold out on Bandcamp. You can still get it on. You can go to Propaganda's IG page.
Oh, word?
And he has a link for the Tunnel Rat record.
Okay, so do that. Go to Props Joint and get that. As you now look back, doing a project like that, does it drive you to look back because of the contribution that Tunnel Rats has made to hip hop, does it give you an opportunity to look back on your career, or are you more one who like, bruh, I'm an artist, like I just make music?
Okay, so that's a great question, and I'm glad you asked me that, because I'm a guy that I don't look back. I feel like I'm on a journey moving forward. I feel like looking back progresses our path forward.
Okay.
Like runners don't look back, never.
Right.
Because it slows them down.
Yeah.
So every time I look back in my career,
Yeah.
I think, why?
Yeah.
There's so much more to do.
Yeah.
You know, and as long as I'm alive, like I believe that I woke up today because God allowed me to wake up to continue the process,
Word.
right?
Word.
And whether that's artistically, whether that's mentoring somebody, being a blessing to somebody,
Yeah.
we're here for a purpose today.
No doubt.
Today, this is our purpose,
Yeah.
to do this, and then for you to bless us with your skills. That's the
doubt.
purpose for today.
Yeah.
And get some good food.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Right.
Shout to wifey. Shout to
Yes.
wifey.
So, musically in my career, I always say, that's done.
Yeah.
That's like when people always ask me, hey, you remember that song? Nah, dude. I don't remember nothing.
Yeah.
I don't. Why? Because it's gone.
That's what's up.
I'm blessed to have been able to, like yesterday, me and Janal, we were at this DJ spot.
Yeah.
And I saw the homie Cabot was gonna play an LPG song,
Yeah.
and I had to school him because he's a youngster.
Yeah.
And I
man.
said, yo, I did this in 1995.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Right?
crazy, bro.
So,
Yeah.
so you know, but I don't really talk about that. But when I have homies like him, like that, wanting to learn and wanting to know about not just me personally, but what we contribute to hip hop.
Right. Right.
So it's really helpful because we're not really major, but we have made moves to affect people's lives.
Absolutely,
You know
bro.
what I'm
I
saying?
mean, and that's. So I said I was gonna start and then go, but I'm just jumping around because this is
Okay.
Klyph Notes. And I
That's
can do
good.
that.
You're good.
So I don't remember the year. I looked it up and then I don't remember what it was, but I remember when I began to tap into Christian hip hop, and there were some joints that were out there, and I was leaning into it because I'm a man of faith, and I wanted to, this art form that I love, but I wanted to find, at any rate. And then I came across this joint called Freedom of Soul.
Oh, okay.
And
That's 1991.
91, bruh. And it, for me, anybody who listens to the podcast or the radio show know I'm a huge Native Tongue fan.
Okay.
Huge
Yeah,
De La
me
Soul
too.
fan, right?
Yeah.
So when I heard that, that was the lane that fell in.
They're
for
heavily
me.
inspired. Yes.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was my introduction
Yeah.
to Peace 586.
Yeah.
And it's cool to sit with you now, like all these years later, and see the contributions that you've been making since '91. That project, and you've already mentioned it. It was influenced by Native Tongue.
For sure.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
For 1989, I think was De La's first project, right?
Mhm.
Or 1990, and I was probably 18,
Yeah.
and it changed my life.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make music just like that.
Yeah.
Not knowing that I wouldn't even make music. I just like, if I were to do something, I want to do that.
Word.
And so it's just
so
heavy
dope,
samples and
Yep.
writing raps when I used to rap, when I used to know how to rap.
Yeah, bro. No, hold up. We can't just bypass that. That's the other thing, man. Like, why you put the microphone down?
Cause I can't rap.
Stop it. Just stop it right now,
I
bro.
can't write, man. I can't write. Yeah, okay. No,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I can't. I felt like in like the mid '90s is when I was like, okay, I'm more geared towards production.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed being in the studio and figuring out how to create sounds. That became my passion.
Right.
Other people were going to like open mics and to the underground and all these spots in LA just to go see these rappers, and I would never go because I was always at the studio.
Gotcha.
Luckily, the label had a studio they owned, and so there would be all kinds of bands there, like recording, and I didn't care who it was. I just wanted to be in the room, just so I can learn.
Yeah.
Right. And in the studio, they had a pre-production room in the back, and I would just take my MPC and just make beats there and
Yeah.
just pop in and out the studio for
Yeah.
whoever was recording
Yeah.
at the time. That was my joint.
It's interesting that you found that path and then you didn't force it. You was like, nah, like this is the direction I'm going now.
Yeah.
You know, because for many creatives, and I remember being in that place, the idea of being, let me be at the front of the stage. If I'm the MC and I got the microphone, I'm here, versus being the DJ or being a producer where I'm just, you know, and being comfortable with that,
Right.
and having the consistency that you've had over the years, taking that approach, I think is, you know, that's big, bro.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, like I said, it's always been about the music for me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always been about the music.
Yeah.
But I'm a DJ at heart. I learned to DJ when I was like 10 years old in the Bronx.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a childhood friend. Her name was Pat. She was a town boy. She used to play softball, baseball, and football with us.
Yeah.
And she used to hang out with the dudes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And one day she was like, yo, I got 1200s. She's like 10, 11 years old.
Word.
You know, and we're like, she's like, come up to the house. So, you know, we're in the projects, and we would go to the house and be in the room. It'd be like her and like 4 of the dudes.
Yeah, yeah.
And she taught us how to cut. This is before scratching was even invented.
Right.
You know, we were just cutting records. She had 2 records and she was just cutting, just cutting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's when I learned. And that's when it's always been about, for me, musically, it was DJing.
That's what's
So
up.
the music was always, if the music wasn't dope, I don't care who's rapping.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
And I think that there's so much to be said about that, right? Because you can be saying the most ill lyrics, you can be saying the most, you know, interesting or intricate rhymes, but if the production isn't tight, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, I mean, that's just me. I'm not saying I'm right.
No, that's me too, though. That's
Other
me too,
people
though. Yeah, yeah.
will favor the MC over the song. Like some people's like, I don't care what the song sounds like. I'm enjoying what he's saying, which is cool. But man,
when they have the two married together.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But if the music ain't right, I'm not listening to it.
That's what's up.
I don't give it no time.
So once again, man, we're recording this on Oahu. We're at Aloha Got Soul.
Yes.
It's so dope to be in this space. In a little bit, I'm gonna have an opportunity to just play some records. I tell people all the time, I got DJ in front of my name because I'm on the radio. I have so much respect for DJs. Shout out to the DJ homies, you know, Rev Shines, DJ OG1, you know, all of the cats who I have total respect for. But you being here on the island made this connection happen.
Yeah.
And so thank you for that.
Yeah.
As you are here on Oahu, you are kind of continuing to build on the legacy that you've created. How's that been so far for you?
It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why I invited you here is because I'm family with the family now.
Word.
Right? So they know that if peace brings somebody, they're gonna be family. They're gonna be somebody solid.
That's love.
You know, so as soon as I brought it up to Oliver, he was like, yeah, bro, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, of course, I'm always like, well, I don't know, but I'm glad that they opened the door for you and we can build something together.
No doubt.
I do want to establish my roots here musically, not just having a house here. I want to be known as Peace from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Now, as opposed to, I was born in the Bronx. I lived my life in Cali, but I want to be known as, oh, that dude from Hawaii.
Word.
You know,
Word.
because this is where I'm gonna die. This is it for me.
That's what's up.
You know.
That's what's up, bro. The one more thing I want to ask you about with legacy, and we talked a little bit about it just when we was chopping it up before I turned the microphones on. There's a couple of joints that I played on the radio show, on the Welcome to the Neighborhood radio show, and you know, one of the dope things about having a radio show is I get to be a platform for artists. One of the challenging things about having a radio show is I get inundated with music. So a lot of times I'm scanning through and I'm okay, that's dope, I'm gonna play that, that's dope, I'm gonna play that, and I don't get to really sit with records the way that I used to before I got on the radio. You feel me? So was sitting with Legacy yesterday on the drive. We were leaving church yesterday and was listening to Legacy in the car, and was driving, and like 3/4 of the way through this joint, I had to stop and then run it back, man, because I was like, wait a minute. The joint Love the Tunnel Rat Way is a joint, shout to Propaganda.
Yes.
Is a joint that Prop did, and is it fair to say it's part of your story?
It is my story.
Yeah.
It's my story through his lens.
Yeah.
You know, and he just put the pen to the paper and blessed all of us, but especially my life with his side of the story. You know?
Yeah. It's pretty powerful, man. the having the opportunity to connect with people from literally all over the world who we don't know even via social media, we get an opportunity to see take a picture into people's lives and things that they choose to share, and you have used that to connect with people and to share part of your story. And I think that the words that Prop used really ties a lot of what we got to see home for me from an observer, not really having talked to you about the story.
Oh, okay.
It's such a beautiful thing, man, for you to share the challenges of that journey that you were on with all of us. A brave thing, if that's fair to say.
Okay, thank you.
Anything that you feel you would want to say, or you want people to just go listen to the record?
I mean, of course, I want people to listen to the record, right?
Yeah,
Because it, not only is it a great story, but the record's dope. You know. But as far as my story with my wife, her being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2003 or 4 or something like that, and then passing away in 2018 from it. The main lesson that I learned through that was, God knew us before we entered the womb, right? Like he knows all of us individually, and each one of us has a path, each one of us has a journey from beginning to end, and he knows it all beforehand, right? So we go into life thinking, oh, if we do this, if I do that, when in all reality, we do make decisions, but those decisions are already known.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what helped me through her journey, through the journey of her life, was to when I realized that I was created to be a part of her journey, to see her through. Like, he knew that she was going to be born in Rome, New York, live in Pennsylvania, move to California, and at some point in her life she was going to meet this guy that was born in the Bronx, that moved to California.
Yeah.
And we were going to raise kids, and she was going to get sick, and I was going to see her through. That was the journey for her. Yeah. And when I learned to realize that, and we ain't in control of this.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just blessed to be chosen by God to be a part of her life and close her chapter. And that's the biggest lesson. So when I look at life and things that are happening even for me now, he already knew I was going to be here.
Yeah.
He knew he had this all paved out for me.
Yeah.
Right? So now I'm just following into the footsteps or the pathway of where I'm going to go. Like I said, I'm going to die here.
Yeah.
Right? So what more am I going to do up until that point?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, could be a year, it could be 10 years. Yeah. But up until then, how much more am I going to add to other people's lives? And that's where I just want to fit in here on the island and just be, how can I bless, or how can we affect not just here, but the world? You know what I'm saying?
How dope is that, bro? How dope is that? Chopping up with Peace 586, man. Okay, let the church say amen.
Okay. Amen. No, that's what you're supposed to say. That's what you're supposed to say.
It's a project that you released with Taylor Gray.
Taylor Gray.
Fire.
Thank you.
Fire.
Yeah.
So Taylor was he got a joint on the Legacy joint, right?
He's in Tunnel Rats. He's an official member.
He's official member of Tunnel Rats. Word. I really love the record. Y'all coming together to do this. What's the history of the connect?
Oh man, he was just always been a fan of the Tunnel Rats, and we met years back. And I've always loved the way he writes and the way his perspective to writing about grown-up stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
being of the faith, but being a man.
Yeah.
And being a husband, being he's a pastor, being a dad, and the way he articulates going through life on record has just always been like, wow, this dude really affects my life.
Yeah.
So, you know, every once in a while I would send him a beat and he would record and I would put it out on a project here and there. And we finally just said, yo, we need to stop.
Right.
We need to do a full length now.
Right.
So luckily I sent him some beats and he blessed them. And then me and him and Daniel, you know, Daniel is a huge part of my music life right now. Like, I am so blessed to have him, and he and I, we get along so great, not just musically, but he's my brother. You know? And yeah, that album is fantastic.
Yeah, bro.
That album, the vinyl sold out. It sold out. And,
I do have my copy.
You do?
Yes, sir.
And we're talking about doing a follow-up to that.
There it is. You know I was about to ask that question, B.
I knew it was coming.
No, I love hearing that, bro. Let's talk about the work that you and Daniel do, man. The Return, Soundscapes by Peace 586 and Daniel Steele.
Yep.
Anybody who listens to Welcome to the Neighborhood knows that I love just playing sound pads when I'm, you know, announcing upcoming shows or doing concert ticket giveaways or even doing interviews.
Okay.
And yes, that album is often the sound pad.
Oh, thank you, man.
Bruh, on the regular.
Yeah,
you feel me?
it's good. It's a good instrumental album.
It is. It really, really is. The connect with you and Daniel Steele, what's the history of that?
Again, he's known me from my career back in the early 90s, and we met through DJ Effecto.
Oh, word. Oh, man, rest in peace.
So Effecto and him were best friends, right? And then one day Effecto was like, yo, I need you to meet my homie Peace. And Daniel was like, oh, I know him. I know of him, you know? And then we connected, and ever since then, Dan and I were inseparable. And then when Ron passed away, it seemed like that brought Dan and I closer together.
Yeah.
And again, it's crazy to think this way, but I know that God knew that Ron's life was going to be cut short. You know, for us cut short, but his journey was complete, right? But he needed to make sure I met Dan for us to follow what him and Ron were doing, making music together. That's what they were doing. Yeah. And I came in that place of him and I now just creating. And it's been what, 5 years and 5 albums and working on a new one now.
That's what's up, bro. So as you talk about being here on Oahu and continuing your journey and what comes next, that's the question. What comes next?
Oh, the next one is called Peace to the World.
Word? Okay.
Yes. Vinyl album coming out this year. I'm almost done with it. I love it. Yeah. It's a instrumental album, beat album, but it's beautiful. I recently went to Japan last year, and I brought some of my records with me to give away.
Word.
I would go into a record shop and give them to the DJ. I would go into a vinyl bar, have a drink, give them my record. Just giving, right? And they so thankful, you know, so appreciative. And there was one time where I walked into a bar and it was a great vibe, jazz bar, you know, I had a cocktail and I'm just enjoying the night, you know, it was a full day. We had good food, and so, you know, I'm gonna just get a drink and listen to the music and vibe. They were playing great jazz music. And I walked over to the DJ and I gave him 2 records. And I said, for you, you know. And he thanked me and went back to my chair and continued with my drink. And this is the day D'Angelo died too. So it was kind of a heavy day for me, like, you know, with that. And all of a sudden he plays one of my joints in the club. And I'm like, yo, I didn't give him a record to play it. Right. And he's like bumping it. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, and not only did he play like the first song on side, he went and played the last song on side A. Okay. Which meant that he had to go through each one to feel, to get the vibe
So he listened to it.
He listened to each one to say, "Oh, I like this one. I'm gonna play this one."
Right.
And I was like, "Yo, the fact that I'm able to come to a whole nother country and just bless somebody's life with my art,
Right.
and then him say, I'm gonna play this for the establishment,
Yeah.
just changed my whole thought process of music."
Okay.
He again flipped it over and played another track on side B, which again was in the middle.
Okay.
So he flipped through and played the next one.
Yeah.
And I was blown away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So upon leaving, he gave me a vinyl project that he did, a 7-inch recording of his. And we thanked each other in the best way we could without speaking each other's language, right? And then the young lady behind the bar, she wanted to know where she could find my music, and I shared with her the Apple, streaming link. And after that, I was changed. I was like, wait, hold on. This is worldwide, Although I can look on a map and see that I shipped a record to Denmark, I shipped a record to Africa, I shipped a record to Korea. I could see that. But when you do it, when you actually go there and do it, it's mind blowing. And so this next joint is to the world. Like, this is my music reaching out to the world. Now, like, this is what I want to do. I want to go to other countries and give my records away.
That's what's up, man. Peace to the world.
That's it.
I love that, bro. So as you're preparing to release that record, is there? I don't want to get ahead of things, but in terms of working with other MCs.
That's a tough question, because I mean, as much as I would love to, I only have like a select few that I would love to do it with.
Yeah.
And those few aren't really trying to do anything.
Got you. Okay.
But don't get me wrong, seeds are always planted. That means beats are always thrown out to people, and hopefully in the future that will come. Hopefully.
Yeah. That's what's up, bro. Man, I can't tell you like how cool this is for me. I told you when I get here, I'm a fanboy out, bro, because again, watching your journey, watching your contribution to this art form that I love so much, getting to connect with you when you was up in the Pacific Northwest, and then just building with you, over the years, man, has been really dope. A lot of folk who watch the things that I do have done over the years, whether it be the podcast or radio shows or whatever, they just assume that I'm kind of plugged in or connected. And I tell people all the time, at the end of the day, I'm a fan. Like all of the records that I play,
me too.
You know what I'm saying? The interviews, like I'm a fan of these folk. So it's just really dope to be able to sit and chop it up. And thank you so much for the Aloha. Thank you for extending connections, opportunities.
Janal went to the back.
With Aloha Got Soul. So if y'all are on the island, you definitely got to pull up, check out Aloha Got Soul.
Yes.
Janal will be here. He'll take care of y'all for real. I'm about to go digging as soon as we turn these microphones off.
Get into these Hawaiian joints.
Word up. I know. I already got one joint that I'm taking home with me. Marianne Ito. I'm taking that one back home to me. We playing that one at Benchmark. I'm giving y'all a heads up. We playing that one at Benchmark. Oh. That hasn't been announced yet. I'm playing at Benchmark. I'm doing a residency at Benchmark. Now y'all know. Y'all the first to know. But good. Yeah, man. Thank you so much for your contributions, bro, to the world with everything that you've done. The humility in which you obviously do it.
Thank you.
The level at which you do it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It goes a long way in just pushing this thing forward, man. So
thank you, man.
Appreciate you, fam.
Appreciate you.
Come on, man.
Thank you.
You know what it is? Absolutely. Peace 586, Klyph Notes Podcast. Remember, it's available everywhere you get your podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, and of course at klyph.notes.com. Much love and gratitude to Aloha Got Soul for allowing us to record the episode here. And last but never ever least, big ups to the homie Theory Has It for creating the official theme song for the Klyph Notes Podcast.
Oh yeah, that's the homie.
Yeah, man. That's man. No doubt. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Peace. Hey yo, so this is 1B. I don't know. Listen, we done with the interview, and my sister was like, "Yo, but this, that, and the third." And I was like, "Oh shoot, I didn't even ask that question." So 2 questions, and then who knows, we may still keep going. Question number 1: how'd you get the name Peace 586?
Okay. First things first. I called myself Peace because when I was a kid, I used to tag, and I loved the way I wrote peace. That word. So I would tag peace everywhere I would go. The 586 came from the day I gave my life to the Lord.
Gotcha.
May of 1986
Word.
is when I became peace.
That's what's up. That's fire.
So that's where it came.
That's fire. Okay, then wifey asked a question. You and I already talked about this. Mm-hmm. How'd you end up picking Hawaii as home?
That's a great story. Question.
Shout out to wifey.
I came out here on vacation in 2013. Random, just trip. Mm-hmm. And it was a weird feeling. Like when I got off the plane, I felt like, whoa, this is different.
Yeah.
I felt the energy. I felt a spiritual connection. Like I felt like I've never felt this way when I got off a plane and visited anything. I've been all over the nation, you know. But when I got here, that first time, I was like, wait, hold on. There's an energy here that's just calling me.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because I rented a car, mm-hmm. and it seemed like I knew where I was going. No GPS, no nothing.
Yeah.
Like I just felt like, okay, I know how to get there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I would drive North Shore. Oh, I know how to get there.
Yeah.
Like you could just, I was flowing with it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I was here for 8 days, and I never forgot that trip. I was a tourist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Staying in Waikiki, mm-hmm. just going everywhere though, exploring the whole island. And then I came back in 2022 on vacation, mm-hmm. and it was like riding a bike. Got off the plane, felt the same energy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
You know, went to Waikiki again, mm-hmm. but then I knew, okay, this is how you get to that beach. This is how you go there. And it just like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
And I really felt like this is something like I belong here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then up until that point, I had met some other people that were from here, born and raised here, mm-hmm. that were a fan of the music, and we made connections. Mm-hmm. Never meeting each other physically, but connections like helping me with my artwork. Like all my artwork is done by the homie Keith, who's here.
Oh, word.
And we had never met, like physically.
Shout out to Keith.
And then he runs the information. Well, he's a part of the brand Information, which is a local brand here.
Okay.
And I rock their gear all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always supporting their brand.
Yeah.
And then the homie Cabot, who is the homie from Light Sleepers, and mm-hmm. he's a DJ too. He's a hip hop historian here on the island.
Word.
Like, if you need to know anything about Hawaii hip hop, Cabot is the guy to go to because he knows everything about it. Like he's an encyclopedia of Hawaii hip hop. And him and I are homies. And then other dudes too, you know, even Oliver who works here at the shop. Mm-hmm. He knows me from Tunnel Rat days, mm-hmm. And so I had always had a family base here with the music.
Yeah.
So when I was working, mm-hmm. I came on vacation here, and I said, why am I not living here?
Yeah.
You know, this is post my wife passing away. Mm-hmm. I just need to finish my career here. Mm-hmm. And so I went back and put the transfer in for my job, and mm-hmm. I got it, and I landed here, and I retired. Now I live here, and I do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want it.
Word up. And it's so dope to see the culture being embraced. But you said that you felt like it was just kind of meant to be.
Yeah, no, it was definitely like God was establishing my path here.
This is where he wanted you.
Like, yeah. So I'm just happy to be here. And again, I just want to make more of an impact musically and however else whatever doors open. That,
Yeah.
you know, I just want to establish my weight here.
That's what's up. I used to, I shouldn't say used to, as a part of the Klyph Notes podcast, it grew into opportunities to do something called Klyph Notes Live.
Oh,
And so
okay.
I would record the podcast in front of a live audience. And at the end of the podcast, I'd have a microphone. And so I'd be like, yo, anybody in the audience that want to ask a question, give them an
okay,
opportunity to do that. So since we have an audience, any other questions for Peace?
I have a stupid question.
No, no.
Ask later.
No, ask.
Oh, my wife passed away in 2018. She, oh, what a soul, what a soul. Like she was, man. You know, when I was making music, when we got married when did we get married? 1996. She really hated me going to the studio.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
disliked it. She was like, you go to the studio, nothing comes of it. You know, you're taking away time from me and the kids. And so I stopped. I said, you're right.
Yeah.
I stopped.
Yeah.
I stopped making music. And then when she got sick again not again, but when she got sick in 2004 and, you know, started declining, I needed an outlet.
Yeah.
So I got back into making music again to escape from what was going on right in front of me, you know? And so in a weird way, you know, the music started becoming about her, about us, and I made a record called The Honeybee, which is dedicated to her.
Yeah.
It was her whole life, you know, like, and our journey through her illness, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I started getting better and better, and the music started getting better because, you know, technology from the 90s to now has advanced rapidly. So getting back into it was a whole nother thing for me. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I have to learn a whole new craft. You
Yeah.
know, so from that point to now, I feel like I've advanced musically, and every joint seems to get better and better sonically. But not just because I've learned, but I have people like Dan Steele to help guide me, and because he's a mastermind, he's a nerd.
Yeah, yeah. It's good to have people in your circle who can fill in the gap sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions from the audience?
Is that it?
You don't want me to talk. How many kids you have?
I have 2 children. So again, a part of the journey, when I got married to Melissa, she already had her 2 kids. So I married into my family. I became instant husband, instant dad of 2, right? And they were 6 and 3, and they are now 34 and almost 37 with 3 grandkids, and they still call me dad, and they still recognize me as father.
Yeah.
And
They live here.
they live in the mainland. My son's in Utah, my daughter's in California, and they're doing great. I'm just so blessed to, again, Melissa allowed me to be their dad, allowed me the room to be the father figure in their life. Even though they still had relationship with their dad, at home I was dad, you know, and Melissa was the one that would say, hey, dad says, you know, she would not tell me, hey, you can't talk to my kids like that or anything. She was stern and very, very, she set the tone, you know, and it allowed them to grow up knowing, hey, my dad said yes, or my dad said no, you know. And I did the best I could in the situation, but, you know, upon her getting sick, you know, it just got harder and harder, you know, as one would think. But I'm just so blessed that they're grown. Like, my son texted me the other day, hey, what are you doing? Like, what are you up to? Like, he still checks on me, you know, wants to know how I'm doing, and wait, did you watch the game yesterday? And stuff like that. And he's like, I want to come out to Hawaii to visit. So I'm excited for that too. So
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Yep.
Was there a specific event in your life that made you commit your life to Christ?
No, I mean, I was a teenager, you know, I was 17 years old, and I was going to a church with my mom and my family, and I just felt like, you know, that it was the right direction. I really felt the tug, you know, and like, you know, this is something I had to do. And, you know, of course, going into church, you think you have to be a certain way, and you were very religious about it, and especially in the 90s, you know, it was all about it was very strict, you know. And I was like that back then, and I've learned to grow into my beliefs now. You know, it's not really about the religion part. It's about, you know, just being a witness and expressing and showing your love, and then if conversation leads into that, then so be it, right? Yeah. But it's about shining your light, being a witness, you know, being an example. Yeah. You know. But yeah, that was it.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, man. This is gonna be a bonus episode. You're gonna have to, like, we can't just give this. These are gems. We can't just give these away for.
I mean, again, you know, I never force religion upon nobody. I never tell anybody anything about that. Have I ever shared religious things with you?
Yeah, like 5 minutes.
See, he's already lying. See.
No, man.
Through your life.
No, go ahead.
Through your life, you're sharing.
Yeah. I mean, just trying to be a brother, trying to be, you know, letting him know, you know, what, you know, you need me, I got you, you know. But this dude's a good dude, man. He's got my back. I just did a video for a single from my new album coming, and he recorded it and he edited it, and he did a fantastic job.
That's what's
and he's
up.
Gonna do the photos for my album cover photo shoot this week, and we got him lined up to do another video soon. We just don't know what song yet, because every song is better and better.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do this one yet. So
that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
But again, man, I think having community makes it all better.
I belong here. Like, as soon as, like, that's why I'm here. When I moved back to Cali for that short, I felt like so alone. I felt depressed and anxious at the same time. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
But when I would come back here, and they would always say, "Hey, you back yet? You coming back? When you coming back?" You know.
Yeah.
And finally, I say, "Oh, I'm back." Yeah, so it's good to be. It's good to be home.
No doubt.
Bothering him.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That's the bonus episode of Klyph Notes.
Okay, that's a wrap.
What, you gonna bust some rap? Oh shit, let's go.